Does he have that temple shooting thing on his back, or is it behind him? You know.
I think it's behind him, if I read the screen right. But
it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. They built it on too much sand and mud, and built it too heavy.
I don't know. Maybe that's something Blizzard wanted to tell us with that. But it looks this shrine thingy, defender thingy, looks way bigger here in the picture than in the real game.
Yeah. So maybe he got it on his back. Maybe not.
Maybe, I don't know. So let's see, this and this looks good. Alright, okay, we're in the game, and we have on the left side Don R. Fedoras with Epic Source on the Epic Illidan, Oriel Wood on Lunara, Mist playing Niming, Aperture on Muradin, and Just Josh on Oriel.
And on the right side, we got Filthy Casuals with Per Parker on Jaina, Bobham on Anubarak, I'm Kirby on Vala, Erland Sun on Rhaegar, and Fendru on the Tyrael.
Okay. And both teams are... No, only the Filthy Casuals are gathering up in the middle, while Donna Fedoras doesn't want to poke anything or doesn't want to risk anything and just splits up for the lanes, and we see a solo lane Illidan there on the bot.
Yeah, he's not the worst solo laner, it's not the best. It kind of depends on his matchup, and it seems like he's going against Jaina. That can work out very well for him, I think. Well, unless you get hit by all of her spells, that is.
I mean, she is a mage, so it's not the auto attack damage that he can evade. Yeah, he has to be careful.
It's still like he has to walk kind of around the minions and work his way in, and make her spend her mana, but not taking any damage, and that way win the line. We'll see how it works out.
So, and we see the poking goes on, every lane is set, and now the temple phase starts, and of course the question arises, how do the teams split up for the temples?
Yeah, it seems like no one is going for the solo player in the bot lane for that extra experience. Seems to be a battle here going to happen in the mid lane, with Lunara postering pretty far forward.
Yeah, it looks like they do both teams want to get this middle temple here. Oh, and Jaina dropping really low, getting leaded here from the Illidan. Already a lot of work done. Bobham on Anubarak also dropping low. Yep, that's it for him. And Donna Fedoras take this first fight here, all with the Illidan. Going down. Can he get the Illidan? Yep. Illidan as a counter kill here by the Tyrael trade, but nevertheless that's 3 people down on the side of Filthy Casuals, and that of course means that the middle temple will be catched,
Yeah, getting good trait value there on the Tyrael, but they did engage in a 4 versus 5, and their positioning was kind of all over the place. So it was pretty easy for Donna Fedoras to just put out the damage and pick the target, and because they were like into each other, and that's free reign for the Illidan.
Yeah, I mean in the fight we saw that he really was into everybody, and the teams were pretty chaotically split. At least the Filthy Casuals were chaotically split. I guess Donna Fedoras was pretty happy with how the fight and the positioning was going.
Yeah, but still, Filthy Casuals got the whole top temple, so they did lose the fight, but they did go okay in the temple phase anyway. So it's not that of misplay or troublesome position they are in.
Oh, and I mean it is just the first temple, everything's still open, and yeah, just some few kills, but we see that even the experience is completely even. Filthy Casuals even a little bit ahead here in XP, so nothing really happened so far. And now of course the phase starts where I mentioned that I'm curious to see which team goes for the hard camp before the second temple spawns in the bot.
Yeah, and also the Liming going for the triumvirate here, some orb potential here, and it's really good on the shrine. There are open areas, it's not like on Infernal Shrines where it comes a little annoying skeleton minion in the way, or but there's still the potential for Anub'arak to spawn those beetles to destroy the potential for resets on the orbs, but it's going to be probably get good value here.
Yeah, I agree, and we see that the siege camp is taken on the side of the filthy casuals, while Donna Fedoras, aka Epic Source, is getting the hard camp for his team. Now the temple should spawn any moment. There he is. And yeah, so filthy casuals, they have to decide if they push out the hard camp. Ooh, that is not even yet taken, so well played here by Epic Source, waiting to the last moment for capturing it. So now filthy casuals have to decide how they answer to that.
It seems the answer is to put the Vala in the top lane, and it's going to be interesting if they still go for a fight in the bot lane or they just give it up. But it seems like they're getting a few of the shots here from the Rhaegar, and probably they'll disengage when the rest of the blue team comes down here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're trying, but Muradin sniffs it out, tries to hinder the rotation. Oh, and her Parker is in a little bit of trouble. Epic Source find the Jaina, and she can barely survive. That was a close one.
Yeah, Vala makes her way down here, but Tyrael is still in the top lane, so they can still not really fight the 4 versus 5 here, but they're posturing to do something.
Yeah, it looks like they don't want to let this one go. Now the Jaina rotates into the middle to get the experience. But yeah, I mean, the decision could have come quicker, but maybe they thought, hey, maybe Donna Fedoras is a little bit behind on the rotations and we can get some more value. Yeah, and I like that the resources now on the side of filthy casuals are more concentrated here on the mid lane, trying to get something done here, and they even get the well.
Yeah, it's well done. Maybe Resistance should have come a little bit earlier, but it's always hard to do that decision to give up a temple on even talents. It feels bad, but you know.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
They had to do it, and it seems like they're going to pick up the Bruiser camp now to put some pressure in the top lane, and Illidan going for that siege camp. Just people running about.
Yeah, and I mean both teams are just waiting for the next temple spawn. And meanwhile get in their XP. Both teams now reaching level 10 here, so the heroics are there.
Yeah, and I'm right and I'm wrong. There's the judgment.
Ooh, judgment!
But it's still also the cocoon, so it might be that they cocoon the Oriel or something and then go for the blow up on the Liming or Lunara or something.
Everything is thrown in, and the Aegis is saving just Josh for the moment, but Lunara already dropped, and so did Jaina and Oriel. Yeah, and so far, some resets here for the Liming, but it's not enough to get Bopham and Alton down, and it's a 2-for-1 trade here for the filthy casuals.
Yeah, a little win for them with a great Ring of Frost to manage to catch. I think it was the Lunara or Oriel, or maybe both. Didn't really catch it, and still they're putting some pressure in the top lane here too. It seems like Tyrael is winning this duel versus the Muradin.
Slowly but surely, it looks like he's winning, yeah. But of course that's the Oriel, and now the teams have to decide for which temple to go. I always like to go for the bottom temple, to be honest, because then you always have the chance if everybody from the enemy team commits somewhere else, you can sneak in a little boss if you're lucky. Having 2 people here on the top side for the temple isn't a good idea on the side of Donna Fedoras, but Aperture and just Josh can get out of here while filthy casuals are all rotating here to the top. And you see what I mean? Now 5 people are on the top temple. There would have been the possibility now to just sneak in the boss on the bot lane here for Donna Fedoras.
Yeah, the map is open, or if they don't really want to commit to a boss, they could steal the siege camp, put some pressure on the mid fort to get that extra damage and not use the temple shots. Instead, they're standing up here in the top lane, not really doing that much.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they don't want to let this one go.
Yeah, it's actually 4 versus 4. Jaina is in the mid lane. And it seems like Rhaegar is a bit out of position. The Judgments goes down on the Ariel, and so does the Rain of Vengeance. And the Aegis goes down, and Rhaegar gets blown up there.
Yeah, Rhaegar quickly falls, and now just Josh is in a little bit of trouble here. Probably falling, or maybe not. Vala instead going down. She is a little bit squishy, and Tyrell dropping 2. Parker wants to join in on the fun. Bobham going down. It's a complete team wipe against the Filthy Casuals, and yeah, I guess Donna or Fedoras, they got their value that they were looking for here in the top lane, now getting some temple shots done, and after the team wipe, hopefully also some structure damage done here.
Yeah, the team fight totally went the way they wanted there. It was really close. A spell here and there could have turned it the other way around, but this time the resets for Li Ming and some good Aegis and running around from Ariel to keep herself alive. There was a lot of chasing her from Tyrael, and she managed to just barely stay alive all the time and keep the team alive. And turns out for a full team kill.
Yeah. So far what we've seen here from Donna Fedoras in team fights, they are really on top of Filthy Casuals. I mean, it looks close every time, but they win them anyways. So, yeah, the damage is definitely on their side.
And also now on level 13 we get the unfair advantage on Lunara, and that will mean more damage, more heals, and better for a team. And Illidan goes in for a metamorphosis and chases on. Goes to the Vala, brings it down. The Ancestral does not hit, neither does the Ring of Frost. This is crucial to bring down Rhaegar. No, they do not get him.
Wow.
If they had brought down Rhaegar here, it would be a safe way straight to the boss, bring it down. Now, if they want to do a boss call, it would be way too more risky.
Yeah, Alansom surviving here on the Rhaegar, but I mean that was Illidan versus 3 people just chasing that Vala don't even caring about the other 2 that were pretty high on health and running together with the Vala. Yeah, but here on the side of Illidan.
It's difficult to hit him. It's spell shots on the Jaina, and the evasion versus the Vala and Rhaegar. He can slow him down a little, but can't really do that much. So it's a decent matchup for the Illidan. As a person who likes to dive deep and go alone, so
yeah, so far
I can understand him there.
Yeah, so far the Illidan pick really pays out. Oh, and Ubara gets a lot of damage here, Lunara. But the Ancestral Healing is saving him, and Illidan goes down instead. And now Donna Fedoras has to look if they can get away. But the damage, the poison damage from Lunara! Oh my god, and now everybody's on the side of... everybody's falling on the side of Filthy Casuals, even Jaina. And Ellen's on the last one surviving, and again a complete team wipe here for Donna Fedoras against the Filthy Casuals, and still 3 people alive on the side of Donna Fedoras. Wow. Wow. Yeah,
it always seems like the fight is going really well for Filthy Casuals when they go in with the Judgment Rain of Vengeance combo, but then after a few more seconds that poison damage just gets to sink in, and then they notice, oh, we're so low, and it goes down one by one. I haven't really seen the value of the Cocoon pick yet. Maybe to pick up I don't know, Lock the Swarm instead, for more sustain against that poison damage. Be one less target for the Rhaegar to keep alive all the time. Might have been a better choice.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen a Cocoon in the last team fight, and also in the whole game until now. Did you see one?
Yeah, I did see one, and it was a bit unfortunate because a Nubarat cocooned. I didn't see who it was because it got into the cocoon just as a blizzard was about to hit that person. So it was kind of counterproductive, and I haven't seen one since then.
Yeah, I mean that is of course always a problem if...
Jane a bit out of position. Illidan goes for the chase. He's on her, and it's a team fight going on also.
Wow, and the Ancestral already down here on... Oh, can I get out? Ancestral already down here on... Jaina saves Jaina, and now Illidan has to run away, and he's going down. So Rhaegar and Jaina managed to finish him off. Meanwhile, it was a little bit of a poke war. Sorry here for the viewers that I didn't catch everything very good on the stream.
Yeah, the screen is just isn't big enough. But it was interesting this fight. Donna Fedoras got way too split and couldn't focus the damage and didn't know what to go. But it was actually a 5 versus 4 because Tyrael was split pushing in the top lane all this time.
Yeah. And he got a lot of damage done, a lot of work done here. The wall already down here on the top keep. So the next time the temple spawns on the top, where it's just spawning, yeah.
Yeah, and it's this map. Every structure is important to bring down. So they won the fight. They got structure damage. You know, that's whatever they could have been hoping for. Their problem, they're slightly behind in the, you know, the rush for level 20.
Yeah, so Donna Fedoras is 1 level ahead here in XP. Whereas level 20, like you put it. Oh, and the damage going down here on Alensum! Rhaegar just taking a little tour onto the damage from Lunara. Oh, but the ring hits 3 people and everybody's dropping low on the side of Donna Fedoras, but nobody dropped yet. Epic Source can get away here on the Illidan. Meanwhile, the damage is going down here. Li Ming turning around a little bit, and now Donna Fedoras disengaged safely, but Rhaegar, wow.
Yeah, it might have looked like... Yeah, maybe it was one of those pathing misclick kind of thing, you know. I want to go here, and the character, I'm going to go there, but I'm going to take this way. And that's not the way that you wanted him to go. And suddenly it's too late, so you try to go back, and it's like, yeah, I'm going there, but I'm still going this way, because it's still the shortest way, according to me, the AI. And suddenly you're dead, and you're screaming, and you're throwing your keyboard, if you have one. Otherwise you're throwing your laptop out the window, and oh.
I see, you have some experience with the passing here in this game, I guess.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah, and meanwhile here, Donna Fedoras got the middle shrine, and now 50 Casuals got the camp here. Oh, but Tyrael. That top lane pressure, that top lane pushing was a little bit too much, I guess. Li Ming taking it like a man.
Yeah, I don't know whether we want to go with that comment, but still, I think when you watch the top keep on Donna Fedora's side, it's so low. I think, you know, the greed got him. He's like, yeah, if I push this lane just a little further, it's going to go down eventually. But instead it ended up him getting picked off and putting in his team in a pretty bad position. But still, in a bad position, they managed to not only take their own siege camp, but still Donna Fedoras one.
Yeah, it's kind of all Tyrael's work here in the top lane, right? Haven't seen anybody else pushing that lane, so...
It was the temple, though. But...
Ah, okay, I see. I'm really confused today. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We still like it, Dino.
Yeah. You say that, but I don't know if you mean that. Okay. So now it looks like the 50 Casuals are starting to posture around this boss here. Do they think that Donna Fedoras is going for the boss, or do they want to take it themselves?
Well, maybe they're just playing safe and checking. But we also got Storm Talents on both sides by now. Got the Demonic Form for Illidan, Galloping Gate for the Lunara, Telrashas for Li Ming, Unstoppable Force for Muradin, the increased duration of Avatar. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really? And, I've picked it sometimes in quick match and everything.
The quick match.
Isn't it a good talent? What else do you take? Rewind normally, or?
Yeah, I usually go for the rewind. I usually go for the healing static kind of build together with the stun and the dwarf toss. And to be able to, you know, throw out 4 stuns in a couple of seconds and the sustain you get, I think it's pretty good. Or if I'm solo tank, maybe the hidden shield.
Oh, okay, I see. So that's so force, but now the fight evolves. Every ultimate is going down here. Purple got the first to drop. Jaina is down. Oreo got saved by the Aegis. Elensum now also down. Li Ming getting a lot of resets here, and that's a lot of damage going down. Vala also dropping, and now Bopham is the only one to survive on the side of Filthy Casuals, while the Donna Fedoras is still with 5 people. Ah, no, I'm sorry. Turael got the top temple. Ah, this Turael is always away from his team.
Yeah, no wonder he can't win those team fights. He's alone split pushing.
But on the other hand, he gets a lot of value for his team. And in the end now, Donna Fedoras only with 1 keep left, while the Filthy Casuals still have 2 keeps. Now we see the boss attempt.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have any trouble in getting this boss. It's still 15 seconds until Jaina gets revived, and another temper to run over there, especially with the slower mounts now. So this shouldn't be a problem. But still, it's the Turiel. Does he have the holy ground? No, it doesn't.
No holy ground for Turael.
Man,
instead he went with the salvation. Okay. And he got taken out here in the mid lane. Okay, so now only 4 people to defend this boss, but Donna Fedoras, they can't really push with this boss because there's too much stuff going onto the core. That is 2 catapults already shooting on the core. The shield is dropping slowly but surely. Yeah, so Illidan takes care of that. But yeah, this boss could have been the keep here in the bot lane if Donna Fedoras could have pushed with it.
It could have potential big game, you know, they get the Illidan with his demonic form. If you ever have had one of those on your core, taking it down single-handedly, you know what I talk about. He's probably the best ender in the game. So you can be a little more aggressive with those, you know, core calls if you got Illidan there. But I think they made the right call with those catapults on the core. They're down, you know, 2 keeps.
I don't know, maybe Berserk Zonya also wants to have a word in who's the best on the core. But yeah, he is very strong, I agree. But of course the Illidan already did so much work onto the top keep that they had to defend there.
Yeah.
Now the next temple phase starts, and it doesn't look like both teams just want to trade. You know, one team on the bot, one team on the top. No, both teams are always trying to deny the temple from the enemy. Oh, and now they're going in. They find Erlusum. Rega is down. Epic Source instantly on him, and now Mist is in a little bit of trouble, but it's already a 4v5. And now Anubarak is dropping 2. There is the cocoon, but can it save anybody? Oh, Epic Source just dishing out the damage here. And now Filthy Casuals are on the retreat, and if there are any more kills that could lead to a quick end here of the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't know if it does. They want to chase. They see that the same way as I do.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to go for core. Well, it could have been better, but it's a great time, and with the Illidan, as I explained earlier. They shouldn't have any problem to take this down, as long as they don't take any unnecessary damage or get blown up by Jaina. But core is already at 60%, the poison damage is on, the Illidan is on 40%, Vala can't hit this Rain of Vengeance.
Yeah, and that's it. GG, well played from both teams. Donna Fedoras take the first game here against the Filthy Casuals.
Yeah, well played. Can't help to think it's been a slight of a misplay there from Filthy Casuals.
Just stay there and drink a little bit. I mean, that's not that fun. And someone has to focus this, Morales. Alright. But we're jumping into the game. And we are in the game. Let me just get up the overlay. So the first match was won by Donna Fedoras, so it's 1-0 for Donna Fedoras. And yeah, let the games begin. We have on the left side Donna Fedoras, like I just mentioned, with Epic Source on Zagara, Orielwood on Thrall, Mist on Jaina, Aperture on Chen, and Just Josh again on the Oriel.
And on the right side, we have Filthy Casuals with Per Parker on Sylvanas, Bobham on Malfurion, I'm Kirby on Diablo, Erlanson on Liming, and Fendrew on the Tyrael.
Alright.
Yeah.
And we see the Donna Fedoras is already splitting up, so again, not poking around here in the middle, but just getting every lane manned and getting that XP rolling. Of course, for Zagara it is kind of a nice thing to be early in lane, have the time to set up your creep tumors, and like we're seeing here, just throwing down some baning.
Yeah, I think Filthy Casual has to be a little bit faster to rotate into their lanes. Letting Zagara set up her base down there and, you know, a whole Zerg headquarters just to push. You know, you can't give her that time. Once you got that creep spread going and already bringing down your tower, it's just going to get worse.
I have to mention, I love that Diablo skin. That pink Diablo skin. Looks really awesome.
The gang attempt on Thrall in the top lane here, between Tyrael and Diablo. The overpower goes down and Tyrael doesn't get the damage in and Thrall runs away. Shen goes in for a kill against Tyrael, but it's not going to happen there. You know, Shen is nice and all, but his damage isn't just that strong.
Yeah, of course his damage is not the best, but also not the worst, I guess.
Yeah. But also see, it's nice to see Chen come up here and cover the lane. I thought Thrall was on his way to the siege camp, but he's a little bit early, like 20 seconds or so. But still shows their intention to go for the siege camp for the first tribute to, you know, put that extra pressure onto the map.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love that when teams do that. Because yeah, it just shows that you've understood the map, and most of the time there's not that much else to do on the map. Like, okay,
no.
some ganking like now and then here in the middle, for example, but other than that.
Yeah, usually you kind of forget it if you have to defend against a strong push or something, but they are winning the lanes here. They get the Zagara and they get the Shen. There's not going to be any problems for them in the lanes, so it's, you know, easy, just wait for that 2-minute mark, grab the Giants.
But Donna Fedoras, unlucky as they are, we have a tribute spawn here in the top lane. That means no split pushing here from the Siege Giants. But anyways.
Yeah, a lot of people are pretty low on the side of Filthy Casuals here. We see Sylvanas coming here with half health, and also Jaina. A lot of fighting has been going on.
A lot of fighting, a lot of poking. Now everybody's here for the tribute fight. Oh, and Per Parker already gets the tribute here. So yeah, Donna Fedoras, they were a little too late here, and Filthy Casuals immediately taking the tribute.
Yeah, it feels like Donna Fedoras was going to set up for delaying because they left the Zagara in the bot lane and just already on the well and putting pressure onto the fort. But they let Filthy Casuals get the better position and they couldn't do any safe delaying without losing any hero. But then they made a good decision to disengage. They didn't go in there to, you know, cause that, you know, last interruption on the side of Filthy Casuals. And probably lose 1 or 2 persons. They just disengage, and that's good shot calling.
I agree. They weren't really, they just disengaged, and now they live to fight another day, and the other day has come with the next tribute here. The fight emerges. Oh, and Thrall already dropping really low. Orielwood, can he stay alive? He can! And Diablo on the side of Filthy Casuals is going down instead. And now everybody's chasing the Thrall. Not everybody, but then who chasing in the Thrall, but doesn't get him. Now the fight emerges 5v4. And I think now is the time for the Filthy Casuals to safely retreat, right?
Yeah, it's time for them to go home. It was close, but they lost the fight. They can't fight a talent down and a person down. You know, go back, grab that XP, maybe try to get the siege camp or something for the next tribute. Unfortunately, the next tribute's going to be on the bot lane, so their own siege camp won't be able to get that much value. If they decide to go for it, that is.
If they go for it, that's right. Already see some creep spread here on the side of Zagara, so I like that very much. And again here the matchup between Sylvanas and Zagara. I mean, Zagara has a lot of pushing power, has a lot of siege damage, and also a lot of damage per se. Maybe in the laning phase, that is at least. But on the other hand, she lost her survivability and her sustain with the rework, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it's a pain to go up against her, and if you get the value from your hunter killers, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, and the next tribute is spawning, and now both teams are trying to get that tribute done. Trill, in the meantime, again on the top lane, split pushing. So it should be, the tribute should be going here to the Dawn of Fedoras, and it already looks like that. I'm Kirby here on Diablo dropping down. I mean, it took a while to take him down, but in the end, Dawn of Fedoras made it. Now it's a 2-1 in tributes.
Yeah, they went in there to delay, maybe to try to catch up in experience, but I feel like it would have been better maybe if the Diablo had done the split soaking, or Sylvanas, because Diablo, you know, he can interrupt a little bit, but you know, he doesn't really have an escape. If he goes in there to interrupt, he's probably going to die, which he did.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the Tyrael with Eldruin's Might would have been better choice for the interruption.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't even have to go in, he can just throw down his sword. And the fourth tribute of the game spawns in the bot lane again. Still, it's good vision from Zagara here, and the position is really good for Dawn of Fedoras, so I think it's a bit troublesome for Fifth Casuals to get in here. But it's also cursed tributes. Malfurion goes down deep. Sorry. The Sun Ring goes down. And Chen is onto the Liming, and Malfurion goes down to the fuck, sorry.
No problem, no problem. And the barrel finds Zendru, who can barely make it out here with Eldruin's Might, but of course that's the curse for the side of Dawn of Fedoras. And now Filthy Casuals, they have to see that they can defend a little bit at least against the oncoming onslaught. And we also see level 10 on the side of Dawn of Fedoras, while the Filthy Casuals still need some XP to go for that. Yeah.
It's actually the Nidus network going down here for the Zagara, so to go for the split push instead of the team fighting. And of course this is it's a good map for it.
Yeah, it's a big map, and with the Nidus worms you can cover a lot of ground here on this map, so it will only be harder for the Filthy Casuals to rotate properly. Oh, and now they find Uther here, who is rotating a little bit out of position, and now also the Diablo is falling down. Yeah, 2 kills here, easy peasy for Dawn of Fedoras, who then now get the middle fort, the middle lane, and could possibly rotate to the top boss, steal that one away.
Yeah, well, it feels like Filthy Casuals didn't really respect the curse, and you know, got taken down in between their own fort and the wall there. It seems like also Dawn of Fedoras rotates for the boss. Always good to do it, you know, in the end of the curse, or you know, just after it. Usually the other team doesn't really have time to respond to it, and they would definitely not be able to run all the way down here to the left corner.
Yeah, they get their own boss. Meanwhile, Filthy Casual is on their boss. Dawn of Fedoras, will they be there in time? They are trying to get there, but I think it will be a close case.
They don't have to be
there in time.
They don't have to beat in time. They've taken so much damage. Tyrael is so low. The Sun Ring goes down, so does the Ring of Frost. Sanctification is down, and Li Ming goes down as well. Malfurion's roots is stopping the Zagara, and Chen goes in for the barrel on Diablo, and I'm Kirby is in a really bad position.
Yeah, and that's it. Again, 2 people down here on the side of Filthy Casuals. That means only 3 people can defend against the boss, who is already knocking on the door of the bottom keep here. While Donna Fedoras can easily defend 5 men against the boss, who still is pulled off by the fort. Yeah, and that is the wall gone here, the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's nearly the best case scenario for Donna Fedoras. The only better one would have been if they had been able to catch up with the boss. But did you see how close it was for them to make it up there? If this had been on the last patch with the old mode speeds, they would have been able to make it there, and that could have been potentially game ending.
Oh, good catch! Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, I think from one end to the other end of the map is like 3-second difference, 2-second difference with the new mount speed. I read somewhere, and the 2 seconds were just would have just been the capturing of the boss. Yeah, I agree.
So this tribute is going to be an easy catch for Donna Fedoras. They got the talent advantage and the positional advantage, and Filthy Casuals decides to go for a camp instead, and I think it's a really good decision.
Ooh, and they find Li Ming here in the middle. Can she get away? That is the Chen, even going with the barrel, just to make sure that Li Ming gets taken down. And that's another kill. That's another easy kill for Donna Fedoras.
Yeah, putting that fear into Filthy Casual's mind here, and showing who owns the map. You can't be into the middle of the map. You'll have to safely wait by your walls if you want an experience. And Tyrael is, cornered, but his Hearthstones goes down just in time.
Yeah, very good decision.
So I saw it on the map. Oh, this Tyrael is going to get burned now.
I saw him go down too. But yeah, good decision from him. I mean, he knew what was coming for him and decided, okay, when I quickly hearth here, I could make it out of here, and he did. So, yeah.
Yeah. And this was a very fortunate tribute spawning for the side of Donna Fedoras, with the whole team just standing there when it spawned. I haven't kept track of the last tribute, so I don't know if the RNG was supposed to be down there, but yeah, it gave them another easy tribute.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be down there, and because I mean the tributes aren't RNG. It's like,
no, but it's like a little bit RNG.
I think the start is RNG, but after that it's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, but the barrel again here against Botham. Sunray going down, and they find Diablo. The Diablo, can he survive? No, he can't make it out, and even Li Ming is in a little bit of trouble, but that's again 2 kills for Donna Fedoras. And the props here from Filthy Casuals.
Yeah, giving that champ player the respect he deserves. They might even do some pushing for the keep here. They're the 2 players up, a talent up. They get Sylvanas. They don't. The other team gets Sylvanas. They don't have a Sylvanas, so they should probably go and get that tribute to be able to take down the keep.
I mean, with the tribute that is curse, and the curse will probably just push down at least 1 keep. I'd say. An interesting
thing, Mafurin didn't go for cleanse, so they actually don't have any way apart from the sanctification to handle the barrel. So maybe a bit of a missed talent there. Chen goes in for the Diablo, and the Blizzard goes down. He's rooted from the wolf. Diablo is dead before the fight even begins. Sylvanas is pretty cocky, goes in. It's hit by the Ring of Frost together with the Malfurion. Sanctification goes down, so does the barrel. But she managed to escape, but Chen doesn't really give up. At the same time, Li Ming is taking a lot of damage from the Thrall, and also the keep has been taken down while this scuffle was going on. And actually Chen is still onto the Sylvanas, fighting at the bot keep here.
Yeah, and Sylvanas can make it out. Ooh, but Malfurion can, and that's another death here for Filthy Casuals. Then we're in a little bit of trouble, but Chen has to see that he gets out. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was a little bit of a misclick here with the Aegis from Just Josh.
Yeah, Per Parker really showing us the jukes here. Shengo's stun is also the Diablo goes in for the overpower, but he gets pushed away by the whip from the Ariel. You know it. Yeah, I haven't picked her up yet, so. But still, sometimes you know you don't have to get the full value, you know, by knocking people into the wall. Sometimes it's just enough to knock them back a notch, and you know that could be a one-team fight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, crowd control is crowd control, and that little bit of pushing away, yeah, can be the difference sometimes.
Yeah. Filthy Casuals postering for the boss and started the boss. It was a great call by them to go for it this early. They have to be, you know, put the pressure in. They have to do something all the time. They can't be, you know, they can't take it slow right here and play it safe. So pick up the boss, grab the bruisers. At the same time, Don the Fedoras goes for their own boss. It's going to push straight for the core. So we'll see how they handle it.
What would you prefer in this situation? I mean, defend the boss or push with the boss and end it?
It's so difficult. It's a 16-minute boss, so it's a strong boss. I don't have to say anything because Sylvanas is in a really big trouble here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. From this point, I would definitely go for the core.
Yeah, and it looks like Donna Fedoras agree with you. They are going for the core. They want to end it here. Ah, the Chen roll is coming out. But so far, nobody else is dropping. Everybody's throwing out what they can. And yeah, looks like Diablo can get away. Gaming is trying to zone for a team. But everybody's dropping low. Now they are here on the core, and it's GG. Donna Fedoras, take the badge.
Well played.
Yeah, GG, well played. The Chen value, right? The Chen value. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've drafted him for you. It had been known to happen.
Okay, so it's a 2-0 here for Donna Fedoras. They take this serious, and we are going into a quick break, and after that we will be back with some replay analysis. Whoa, yeah, some replay analysis. At least I try to, and of course the winners interview with hopefully Epic Source or somebody else from Donna Fedoras. So stay tuned.
Something you usually do. Usually it's just a safe pickup for a boss.
Ooh, and the nice power charge there on the Thrall will secure the kill on him, will it? Oh my god, he got the pawn, but it won't. Oh, it just triggered. I thought it missed, but instead the Anub will be taken down. But the Li Ming will be taken down by the Lunara. So 1-for-1 exchange here. They are so low, both sides there in the ETC with the slide, but no Mosh available yet there in the Lunara will be taken down as well. And the Karazim is so low in the Mutant as well. Oh wow, what a slaughterfest here.
Cage coming down for Team Something Awesome. Kalpa's in a bit of a problem. Goes down quickly and the resets on Li Ming. ETC in a bit of problem. Nice cleanse and the Mosh.
Oh, nice Mosh. Oh, fantastic Mosh and Ancestral. He had like 200 hit points there. And he just managed to go in for the Mosh, and Ancestral landed on him. Wow, what a risky play and a big reward there. Wow, fantastic.
And there's the Hyperion, just more to drive them back.
A lot of damage done to this ETC and his body block. And this is the full team Mosh.
Nice Mosh pit, but unfortunately nobody's there to dish out the damage.
There the damage comes now. We see Illidan on the KT.
Ryan gets picked off. Kael'thas gets picked off too.
Yes.
And they're going on Zul. Zul gets picked off too.
teams with a lot of sustain. A nice mosh, full team mosh.
There goes the Ring of Frost.
Oh my gosh.
Look at them. Devastating. That's 3 members of the enemy.
Yeah.
Have teamed into. They really defend.
Mindful then, and they are on the chase there with the Tigers, with the minigun. They're doing so much damage, and the Zul will be taken down as well there with the Sonya, just kind of destroying him immediately. And the Blizzard there by the Jaina will allow to zone out the Uriel, and this is a 3rd kill there, and this is a disaster there. And the ETC and the KT, both of them getting caught there, and the KT will be taken down as well as the ETC. Can he manage to make it out? And just barely with 500 hit points. And the Blizzard, nice shot. Oh my god, and the Muradin with the Dwarfos inside there to the cube. I feel like Naxos is still good and definitely. Ooh, and the Muradin there is getting caught at the top lane there, and the roots are connecting on him. He did pop Avatar, he did Dwarfos on the other side there of the wall, but he still should be taken down, I think.
Wow.
Oh my god, this Muradin is not dying. Oh my, he gets the Aegis and the Wailing Arrow hitting everyone there. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is a disaster. Oh, this fight just turned around
God.
so quickly.
Alright, and we're back here, and yeah, I'm gonna try out some replay analysis after I just pick the winner here, and MacDino is the biggest point winner. Happy me. Alright, so this is a new feature here in Heroes Lounge. Yesterday we already tried it out a little bit, so Venom and Heartless were playing around with it. We're still trying to get the ropes of it, how to best do it, but nevertheless I think it's a very good feature. And yeah, so today I'll try it out, and we jump right into the first replay. And what we'll see is the first game here, Donna Fedoras. They won this game, as you know. And this is one of the early shrine fights where Donna Fedoras is actually just staying around here, poking around a little bit on the top temple. And we were, I mean, and while we were casting that, we were saying, what do they want up here? I mean, normally they should, you know, do something else, because Illidan is on the bot lane, but also Jaina left for the mid lane to get some XP. And now Donna Fedoras, they will use their chance to actually take control of this temple here and get some kills in the meantime. So yeah, let's just play it. So we see the judgment goes down. Here the judgment goes down. Ah, you can see it, okay. The judgment went down. Maybe I wind it. So this is here the judgment going down onto I don't know, I think it's Oriel. Onto the Oriel, but Oriel then instantly pops her Aegis and is safe from the judgment. So here's the Aegis. She pops the Aegis. And yeah, that's the first kill here. Rega going down, and now now you see here Vala and Tyrael trying to get this Oriel down, but in the meantime here is Lunara coming in with the damage, and of course that's here easy damage that you can shoot through down on these two, and that's exactly what she will do. And yeah, and then they will both go down. So you see how the Lunara is chunking here against the Vola, and now Tyrael is also going down. And now in comes the Illidan. I mean, Lunara is pretty low here, but in comes the Illidan, and yeah, everybody's down. So it's the first replay. And I mean, it felt like Donna Fedoras, they kind of won most of the team fights. I don't know if I want to say all, because I think there was also one that they missed, but they won most of the team fights. And yeah, and the one that did actually a quite good job in this game was the Illidan. He got the respect ban in game 2 because of his yeah, his play. And here is another situation where Illidan will chase down actually I don't know who it is. I think it's the Vala, yeah. Illidan will chase down the Vala and don't even care that that there are many people, that there are 2 other people around. So let me just pause it, rewind it a little bit. So we see here 3 people. So Jaina, Rhaegar, and I'm Kirby on the Vala. And Illidan decides, hey, that Vala, she's solo, she can't do anything as long as soon as I'm on her. So he instantly jumps on the Vala while everybody's retreating and just kills her, and doesn't even mind the other 2 being there. So, and I mean, that's the Illidan playstyle, yeah, right? He uses the metamorphosis. Vala tries to get her what is it? Her Rain of Vengeance down, but Illidan kind of jukes it, and now he also jukes the Blizzard, and Ancestral is coming down too late. Now the Ring of Frost goes down, but of course it's also too late for them. Doesn't even hit the Illidan. But yeah, in this time Crystal Aegis actually from Just Josh, Crystal Aegis actually saves Alanson here. The Rhaegar that has so low health. Yeah, but I mean, that was the power of Illidan. And yeah, it was a great game here from Epic Source. And in the next game he got the respect ban. And now I have prepared here the last fight. That is again a temple fight here on the top. Looks like the first replay that we had, but this one here, that's the last fight. You see the levels here. It's level 22 versus level 21, and in the middle here on the minimap, you see in the middle the keep is gone. So that means Filthy Casuals here on the right side, they don't even have a keep in the middle, and that means this temple fight is actually game deciding, because as soon as 1 or 2 people drop here from Filthy Casuals, Donna Fedoras, they can just go through the middle. So they can just go through the middle onto the core and finish the game. And Filthy Casuals can't do anything about it. So let's see what happens, because it happens just like I told you. So the fight evolves, and yeah, they find Alanson. They instantly jump on the Rhaegar. So maybe if we remind that, it was Donna Fedoras, they were just waiting for anybody to get out of position. And this Rhaegar here, I mean, you see here Donna Fedoras, they are waiting here for anyone to jump on, and Rhaegar is kind of getting, yeah, out of position here. Because, unfortunately, because of course, his tanks are here on the temple, yeah. Anubarak and Turael are on the temple. Kirby is waiting in the back, just putting some damage down here on the temple, while Parapaka is trying to rotate to his team for the team fight. And meanwhile, Rhaegar is out of position, and Epic Source instantly sees it, Li Ming too, and they jump on him and they delete him, and that then ends the team fight pretty quickly. And after that, yeah, they just keep on going. So there they jump on the Rhaegar. Rhaegar is instantly dropped. Everybody throws his stuff on the ground, but nobody's really dropping from Donna Fedoras. Yeah, and the Illidan, I mean, he's doing a lot of work. We see now he chased or he got the Turael here. Now the Anubarak also tries to get away. I don't know. We will see if he also gets him. No, Anubarak can get away. But now, of course, we have two members down here on the side of. Let me just see. We have two members down here on the side of Filthy Casuals, and that is enough for Donna Fedoras to end the game, actually. So, and that was game number 1. Now my last replay is from game number 2. I don't have that many replays from that one, so we're only gonna watch this. And this is not the last one, but nearly the last fight that we got, and we're gonna see how Chen really nicely uses his keg to push the Sylvanas, I think, into his own team, and then they kill her off. So let me just play it for you. So we see first Diablo gets picked off. That was kind of the story of the game. Diablo was always picked off because he has no escape, right? So not much he can do. And now Perpaka tries to get some damage done here onto the back line, but of course Chen is just waiting for her to get out of position, and that is kind of out of position, and he jumps on her, and if you start the keg here, you can just push her into your own backline. There's the damage, and yeah, they will take care of the rest here, rest being Sylvanas. So I'm gonna play it for you. Auriel here with a nice stun onto the Sylvanas. Sylvanas also, I mean, that was pretty awesome here. Maybe a little bit lucky, but or unlucky depending on the view. So Sylvanas, she has her withering stuff up. She wants to get away, but then the Ring of Frost will get her here, and she can't get away. Very unfortunate. And then the Chen jumps in over her and pushes her away. Click, click, click. Yeah. So that's it for Sylvanas. And with Sylvanas down, then... oh, she even manages to get out. I'm sorry. I completely remembered it differently. Yeah, and instead she's chasing down the Chen. Anyways, that's what happened here. And after that, Donna Fedoras finishes the game. And that was my little replay analysis, at least my try on replay analysis. I hope you enjoyed it, and now we are going to jump into launch number 2, where oh my god, like the whole team of Donna Fedoras is waiting for us. So yeah, we're gonna jump into that one. Carvis, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, then let's go.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, everybody, on the victory here.
Oh, it's starting.
Yeah, the interview is starting.
We were watching the replay.
Yeah, I hope you liked my my little replay, my little try on replay analysis. No, but congratulations for the great games. So 2-0 clean victory, right? So first of all, yeah, let's start with the game. Carvis, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, congratulations and hello. I'm going to start with the most important question. I've asked this to 2 other teams already. What does your team name? What's it about?
Okay. When we started out, we had 5 people free agent team. Free didn't show up. Aperture subbed for someone. He came in, and his profile picture was the fedora guy, like the neckbeard with the fedora. And I was like, just like 10 minutes before the first match, like, guys, what's our team name? We need one, then we look cool. And no one replied, so I named us Donar Fedoras because I thought the profile picture was funny. But we needed some like team feeling, so everyone plays with fedoras on now. Confirmed.
Yeah, that's good. It's important to have that, you know, sense of community in the team and, you know, feeling cool and everything. So I was thinking a little bit. In game number 1, you went with this Lunara first pick. How come?
So the draft plan was pretty much set from the beginning when we knew they were going Sky Temple. We wanted the Illidan, but you can't pick him first. We didn't care much about the tank, and we really like Oriole Lunara because it's like sick healing. So going Oriole Lunara also forgoes the need for like Rhaegar, and it gives immense pressure on the target the Illidan gets to chase. So we think it just combos well with the Illidan, enables the Oriole to heal well. It's pretty high priority for us in that game.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, get the, you know, it's a great synergy there between the Lunara and the Ariel. But I was also thinking, like, Ariel doesn't have any cleanse. She only has the Aegis to save the Illidan. Have you been thinking a little bit about that? Or?
No, it's like you on cooldown, win the game. I don't think if you have the strong burst heal from like a full energy, that they had enough burst damage to actually like nuke the Illidan.
Yeah,
so
but they did go into this kind of a bit unusual Judgment, Reign of Vengeance into Ring of Frost combo. How do you feel about that?
They misplayed it. Like, Tyrael kept charging into Lunara and Li Ming, I think, and I got hit once. And then they never. I mean, I got hit by Judgment Ring of Frost once. I don't think they ever landed the combo on someone else.
Okay.
Could have worked, but then our squishies were pretty decently positioned most fights, so it's not like they had the blow up ready.
Yeah, it feels like your team is, at least on the first map, especially played a lot. The team fights and you're very like team fight confident. Is that something that you feel too?
That was the biggest discussion point we had after like the mid-season tournament. We cleared up a lot of the issues with like the shot calling. Like I'm doing the mostly of the draft and the in-game strategy and Aperture. The tank does the in-game team fight calls, and everyone just has to obey Aperture. What he says. And it worked out, like you saw with the Rhaegar kill near the end.
Yeah. As a shot caller myself, I understand that. Sometimes I have to go all breeze on my team, or they won't listen. So
What? I don't know. I don't remember that.
Do you have another question for game number 1, Tina?
Yeah. So Epic Source, it looked like you felt pretty comfortable on the Illidan. I mean, you even got the respect band then in match 2. So yeah, I mean, with the chasing and everything, was that kind of the game plan, that you wanted to chase down the enemies with the Illidan after everybody, you know, scattered off?
I think we didn't actually practice the Illidan comp before. It was mostly like smacking Illidan into the Oriole Lunara comp we did practice. And I was thinking Lunara Illidan would just work. So there we go. I am pretty comfortable on him, so it was mostly like poke them down, chase them. I didn't really care which comp they had. Unless it was like Artis and another ETC or something. Then I probably wouldn't have picked Illidan.
Yeah, we definitely looked like you were pretty confident on him. Yes, so then maybe for the second game, you picked the Chen, so you could have picked a lot of other tanks. What was the thinking behind the Chen actually?
That's for Aperture to say.
Well, basically, I play a lot of tanks, but the number one tank that I've always enjoyed, and the one that I have over, what is it, nearing 500 games with, is Chen the Panda, because he just really fits my playstyle. But I think I was really confident with this team, because apart from Diablo, they had very little CC, and so I just wanted to jump on some squishies and knock them straight into my team, which I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, it kind of worked out, I'd say.
And Aperture had to play Muradin a lot. I kept putting him on Muradin in the draft, and he doesn't like Muradin, so I felt I had to like throw him a bone. It's about fun as well, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what Heroes Launch is about, right?
Yeah, and also you went really early with the Ariel in that draft. I think you even, yeah, you picked it in the first rotation. You know, and you had her in the first game as well. Is that a comfort hero to go with Ariel?
Yeah, probably. I think Mist pointed out in the draft that there's a good chance they'd respect ban Oriole if they could in the next round, or they'd pick her up. And wait, we did draft Lunara in the second game, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, we went with Zac Oriole because that was open. We were expecting them to take Zagara actually, but Zac Oriole also works pretty well with the energy regen. I think Josh is getting really comfortable on Oriole, and we really like the playstyle. It looks like she's actually enabling more aggressive play now rather than Rhaegar that we used to run before.
Yeah. And you also went with the Nidus network in that game. Did you feel that you didn't need that extra CC in the team fights, or you just prefer the split pushing kind of playstyle?
Yeah, I love split pushing. My Cursed Hollow win rate with Nidus is still 100%. So everyone trusts me, and I hate Devouring Maw. I never landed.
It makes sense.
No, but on Cursed Hollow, it was pretty obvious that they didn't call rotations with one person. Tyrael was often on his own, so we could engage just 5-on-4. And it allowed me as well, like in some downtime, I could easily put some pressure everywhere on the map, keep the vision going, keep the push going, which is why I always go Nidus on Cursed. As long as you have like superior rotations, you just win through the push eventually.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think I've asked what I wanted. So, oh yes, that thing. How did you feel when Malfurion didn't go cleanse at level 7?
Like, feels good, man.
Did you even notice?
Yeah.
I mean, are you watching the talents that your opponents go for?
I think everyone watches the talent tab.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, usually someone calls it out if something else happens. Did anyone actually call out cleanse? I can't remember.
I didn't notice.
No, I did see it. I thought everyone knew. It was pretty obvious after some barrels.
All right. So yeah, I think that we kind of analyzed enough with the game. I kind of wanted to mention that I'm sorry that yesterday's tournament you lost in the round 1, right? The best of 1, and then we didn't manage to get you another best of 3, so you went home with only 1 game.
No, that's okay. You tried.
I wanted to say that sorry for that. We tried. I mean, we really had the plan to not let that happen, you know?
Yeah,
I think that's like the worst case scenario.
It was pretty unfortunate they had to play with subs. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah. All right.
Enjoy the afternoon.
Hopefully with some Heroes Launch stream.
I did watch some of the games, yeah.
Ah.
The Rexar game of Brexis. Pretty nice.
Oh my god, no, don't talk about Rexar. Now everybody wants to play Rexar. I don't know what's happening. And also Gaslo.
As well. Feels good, man.
Somehow Braxis brought back Gaslo into the meta. I don't know what happened. It's yeah, it's weird. But anyways, so if you have no further questions, Carvis.
No, I'm fine. So congratulations again, and have a good night.
Yeah, so thanks.
Yeah, same from me. Congratulations, and see you soon, hopefully, on the Heroes launch.
Yeah, probably. Thanks for casting.
Most definitely.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank
Ciao.
you. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. So that was the game Donna Fedoras versus Filthy Casuals. And yeah, Donna Fedoras took it away 2-0. We tried some replay analysis today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me some feedback. What was good, what was bad. We can always try to improve, right, Carvis?
Yeah, definitely. Every time.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't see it yet, but
No, I haven't seen it.
we'll have a look later.
Yeah, it's the problem with playing on a toaster and everything. So.
All right. So, but yeah, it was again, like always, it was a pleasure casting with you, Carvis. And with that, we kind of closed the one of the greatest weeks in Heroes launch, right? With the mid-season tournament, a nice cast to end the Sunday evening, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to cast anything from the tournament, obviously, since I was playing. So it's nice to close the week with 2 good matches, and yeah, lovely.
Yeah. And that sounds like we're gonna hear more from you with some more games that will be casted, right?
Definitely.
So we're looking forward to that one. The next game that is scheduled here on the calendar is our game, Carvis, on Tuesday, 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So hopefully someone, I mean, I can cast, so somebody else has to cast. Hopefully this will be casted here on our Heroes Launch channel, and probably, but more games will probably be scheduled. So I hope we have a full week ahead with a lot of casting, a lot of games, a lot of fun. Right?
Indeed.
Okay.
always about the fun.
It's
every
always
time.
about the fun. All right, so with that, then let's close. Again, thanks for being here with me, and yeah, see you everybody next time on Heroes Launch.